welcome back. Let me show you how to solve this nice looking radical. All right, how do we solve this? First of all, recognize the pattern inside this radical. Recognize the pattern inside here and recognize what the pattern inside here. Now this is what we are going to do. We'll solve it one after the other. Now from here, can I say this is the square root of x squared plus 3x minus 28 plus the square root of x squared minus 2x minus 8 minus bringing this one inside becomes the square root minus the square root of 6x squared minus 11x minus 52. Now it's good you watch this video to the end to see how the answer of this one will shock you. All right, look, let's continue. Now if you look at this thing very well, we can factorize this inner one. If we factorize this inner one, we'll have that x squared plus 3x minus 28. Now let's factorize this. Now we'll look for two numbers that if we multiply those two numbers, we have this. Then add or subtract those two numbers, we have positive 3. So we have the product here. Multiply this one to this one. 28 times this gives us the product, which is minus 28x squared. The sum, which equals positive 3x. All right. So we'll look for two numbers that if we add or subtract, we have that. So we know that those two numbers are what? 7 and minus what? 4. Because you know that 7 minus 4 here is 3. And 7 times negative 4 gives us what? Negative 28. Negative what? 28. All right, let's proceed. So from here we know that x squared plus 7x minus 4x minus 28. All right, so that two value, which is 7 and negative 4, we fix it inside there. So this becomes, from here, we now have the square root of x squared plus 7x minus what? 4x minus 28. All right, plus the square root of x squared. Now let's factorize this one. This is x squared minus 2x minus 8. So we need two numbers that if we multiply those two numbers, we have negative x squared, negative 8x squared. Then if we add those two numbers, we'll have negative 2x. All right, those two numbers, they are what? Clearly, we know that those two numbers, they are minus 4 and 2. Those numbers, they are minus 1 and what? 2, because minus 4 plus 2 gives us negative 2. Minus 4 times 2 gives us negative 8. All right, so let's proceed from here. Clearly, we find out that this expression becomes x squared minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. All right, so from here, we are going to put this inside. So this becomes minus 4x plus 2x minus what? 8. Minus the square root. Let's also factorize this. So if we have this 6x squared minus 11x minus 52, multiply the first term with this. So we have 52 times this. 52 times this gives us, which is the product, negative 312x squared. Then the sum equals negative 11 what? X. All right. So from here, we need two numbers that if we multiply those two numbers, we'll have 312. Then if we add or subtract those two numbers, we'll have minus 11x. And clearly, we found out that those two numbers are minus 24 and 13. So here it becomes minus 24 plus 13. All right, minus 24 plus 13 gives us what? Minus 11. Minus 24 times 13 gives us what? Negative 312. All right, so let's finish this up. Minus 24 and 13. So from here we have that this is just 6x squared minus 24x plus 13x minus 52. So let's put it here. It becomes 6x squared minus 24x plus 13x minus 52. All right, and this equals what? 0. So that's the first step. All right, so from here, clearly, what are we going to do next? Let's factorize by saying this is the square root. If we factorize this, we have that this x outside. Now this one will come inside, become x plus 7, right? Negative 4 will be outside, so x plus what? Plus 7. Now how do we have that? We have that x times x gives us x squared. X times 7 gives us 7x. Negative 4 times x gives us negative 4x. Negative 4 times positive 7 gives us negative 28. All right, plus the square root. So if we work on this, we have that this is x into x minus 4 into x minus 4. Then from here, if we factorize this, we have that this is plus 2 into x minus 4 minus the square root. So if you factorize it, 6, we have 6x outside. Then we have x minus 4 outside. This is plus, what do we have there? 13 is coming out, 13. Then x minus 4. And everything equals 0. So from here, from solve, we know this rule from solve that if we have the square root of a times b, this equals the square root of a times the square root of what? Of b. Right, so clearly, what do we see from here? You know that this place, first of all, let's take it down. We take this and take this. So this is x minus 4 into x plus what? 7. Plus the square root. We take this one and take the one outside. So this is x plus 2 to x minus 4 minus the square root. And this becomes what? This becomes 6. 6x plus 13 into bracket x minus what? 4. And this equals 0. Right, so clearly, what can you see? You see that we have x minus 4, x minus 1, x minus 4. So we have a common term there that we can factorize out. So if we factorize x minus 4 outside from here, we know that this is, if we factorize x minus 4 outside, we have that the square root of x plus 7 is remaining, plus the square root of x plus 2 is remaining, minus the square root of 6x plus 13, which is remaining, equals what? 0. All right, so from here, we know that this one here will be equal to 0, and the whole of this also will be equal to 0. So therefore, we say that the square root of x minus 4 equals 0, and this one too equals 0. So if we square both sides of here, we have that this square cancel out the square root. So this implies that x minus 4 equals 0. So if we take the negative 4 across the other side, we have that x equals 4. All right, so this is our first solution. X equals 4 equals our first solution. So from here, let's proceed. All right, so clearly this equals 4 and this second one there equals 4. So we have the square root of x plus 7 plus the square root of x plus 2 minus the square root of 6x plus 13 equals 0. So we take this negative across the other side, comes the square root of x plus 7 plus the square root. So if we take the negative across the other side, becomes x plus 2 equals positive the square root of 6x plus what? Plus 13. Right, so from here we square both sides. If we square both sides of the square roots, we find out that this one here becomes the square root of x plus 7 all squared plus the square root of x plus 2 all squared plus 2 multiplied by the square root of x plus 7 x plus what? Plus 2. And this equals, this square can cancel out the square root, and this becomes 6x plus what? Plus 13. All right, so from here, what are we going to do? We know that from here, this becomes the square root here can cancel out the square, and we have x plus 7, and this can cancel out this, and we have plus x plus 2. All right, plus from here we have 2 divided by the square root of x plus 7 x plus 2 equals 6x plus 13. All right, so we know that x plus x here gives us 2x. 7 plus 2 here gives us plus 9 plus 2, the square root of x plus 7 to x plus 2 equals 6x plus 13. All right, so what next are we going to do from here? From here, we are going to take like them. This 9 will cross over to this side. All right, this 9 is crossing over to the other side. So if that 9 crosses over to the other side, we have that 2x plus 2 multiplied by the square root of x plus 7 So x plus 2 equals 6x plus 13 minus 9. All right, that's the first step. So from here, what do we have next? We have that 2x plus 2 multiplied by the square root of x plus 7 to x plus 2 equals 6x plus this minus this gives us what? Gives us 4. All right, so it gives us 4 from there. So clearly, what can we do? We can factorize from here. If we factorize this, we have that. Let me take it up because of the space. Because of the space. All right, so from here, what happened? If we factorize this, we have that 2 into bracket x plus the square root of x plus 7 multiplied by the square root x plus 2 equals, we can also factorize it. 2 here can come out. So if you factorize 2 here, we have that this is 3x plus 2. So from here, we can divide both sides by 2. If we divide both sides by 2, what do we have? 2 here can cancel out 2, and x plus the square root of x plus 7, x plus 2, which equals 2 can cancel out 2, so 3x plus 2. All right. So from here, clearly, what do we have from here? How do we finish this? We know that the x is going the other way. So this is the square root of x plus 7 to x plus 2 equals 3x minus x plus 2. So from here, this becomes the square root of x plus 7, x plus 2 equals 3x minus x gives us 2x plus 2. All right, so from here, clearly, we can square both sides to get rid of the square roots. So squaring both sides from here. So this can cancel out this. And we have x plus 7, x plus 2 equals 2x plus 2, 2x plus 2, because this is squared. Squared. All right. So let's multiply through to expand. X times x gives us x squared. X times 2 gives us plus 2x. 7 times x gives us plus 7x. 7 times 2 here gives us plus 14. Equals 2x times 2x gives us 4x squared. 2x times 2 gives us plus 4x. 2x times 2 gives us plus 4x. 2x times 2 times 2 here gives us plus 4. All right, so from here we say this is x squared. 2x plus 7x gives us 9x plus 14 equals 4x squared. 4x plus 4x gives us plus 8x, which is plus 4. All right, so what next? Clearly from here, we see that we are to collect what? Collect like terms. Collect like terms. So if we collect like terms from here, let's take the x one side. So this become x squared negative 4x. 4x is coming and it becomes negative 4x squared. So we have plus 9x. Positive 8 is coming, becomes negative 8x. And when we have 14 plus 14, negative positive 4 is coming, becomes negative 4, and it becomes equals to 0. So x squared minus 4x squared gives us what? Negative 3x squared. 9x minus 8x gives us plus x. 14 minus 4 gives us plus 10, and this equals 0. So we have to take the equation back to the right side so we can get rid of this negative sign. So if we take everything out, it becomes 3x squared. Positive x is going to becomes negative x, negative 10, which equals what? 0. So we are looking for two numbers that if we multiply those two numbers, we'll have 30. So first of all, let's factorize this. 3 times this is giving us what? Product, which equals negative 30 x what? X squared. All right. So from here, we know that this multiplied is giving us negative 30, and the sum here equals negative 1, which is the coefficient of x. So those two numbers are negative 6 plus 5. Negative 6 plus 5, because we know that negative 6 plus 5 gives us negative 1. Negative 6 times 5 gives us negative 30. All right, so from here, clearly we know that this is 3x squared negative 6x plus 5x minus 10, which equals 0. So if we factorize this, we have that this is 3x into bracket x minus 2, because 3x times x gives us 3x squared. 3x times this equals 6. So from here, plus 5 is coming out, and x minus 2, because 5 times x here gives us 5x, 5 times 2 here gives us 10, and this equals what? 0. So from here, clearly, we'll take this one outside. Since they are common term, we'll take one of them. X minus 2, 3x plus 5 equals 0. So we have to set one of them equals to 0 and set the other equals to what? 0. So x minus 2 equals 0, such that 3x plus 5 equals 0. So x equals 2, which is our second solution, and 3x equals negative 5. So if we divide both sides by 3, 3 cancel 3. We found out that x equals negative 5 over 3. All right. So the two values of x, remember our first value was x equals 4. We have x equals 4. So the two values of x that satisfy this equation is just x minus x equals 2 and x equals what? 4, that satisfies this equation. So this one here is extraneous. X equals negative 5 by 3 is a extraneous solution. All right, thanks for watching this video. Do well to subscribe to this channel for more interesting problems like this. And remember, mathematics is not a spectator sport. No pain, no gain. See you in the next video. All right.